Hello and welcome to Tavern Chat, the daily cast on old school gaming, D&D, and all the other sort of crap in our hobby. So, before I delve into today's bit of news, uh, last night, Bad Mike and myself hosted our live weekly Talking Crit, and I gave away $500 in drive-through RPG Now gift certificates. And the Glazers, Zach and Jen, won 100 and 250, so 350 between the two of them. And they asked me if it was okay to move that money on to somebody in need. So we are doing that. I'm not announcing where the money's going, but it's very generous of Zach and Jen Glazers. I want to tip my hat to both of them. Uh, they are very excellent members of this gaming community. So, because again, we have 511 subscribers. Next goal is 1,000. More giveaways at 1,000. So, what's going on? If you look at the screen share, and yes, I know it's small. Here's the issue, folks. For those that complain that 10 card, your screen share is so small. My second screen is not in a horizontal positioning. All right, I'm trying to get this right here. It's my hands on this screen. Not in a horizontal positioning, it's in a vertical. So I use it to read web pages and PDFs. So when it gets mirrored in a vertical position. So, that being said, I can't so easily. Oh, there we go. Zoomed in a little bit. We don't need that crap on the side. So, what's going on? Expanded Dungeons and Dragons beyond the English language. Now, there have been translations for D&D 5e before this. Gale Force 9 held many of these rights for translations, including the Korean. And that's why there was that lawsuit last year, back in November. And then I believe in January, they requested a dismissal of the lawsuit. So they filed, and they got dismissed. Now, I'm going to shoot in the dark here. I'm going to throw out a conjecture. And the conjecture is this. They were hit with, we're taking all of our business back. And which is the coach said, you know what? We'll do the right thing. We'll still let you do the tchotchkes, the expensive stuff, the collectibles for 5e, but we're going to take back the translations. I suspect something like that is what was happening behind the scenes. In any case, our vision for Dungeons and Dragons as a global brand is being announced. I'm going to just highlight some parts here. Earlier this year, Wizards of the Coast resumed direct control over localized versions of D&D in French, Italian, German, and Spanish, and started planning new releases for these languages. Other languages may be added later. We're now making the final preparations to launch our own translated D&D products for the first time. Now, here's something to think about. This is big. Wizards of the Coast in its 5e incarnation. Even much of the work that is published by Wizards of the Coast is really written by outside design teams. So, yes, Wizards is realizing that the money that they're giving up by licensing out work that they can keep for themselves. Interesting. I wonder what that means for, was it D&D Beyond, the web interface? Remember, that's licensed. That isn't owned by Wizards of the Coast. You can be damn well sure they're realizing this is a third party that's making money off their IP, and they want to. They don't want to be giving up a slice, or most of the apple. They want the apple for themselves. So I think that doesn't bode well for Beyond D&D staying in the hands of those it's currently in of. So what are they doing? They're going to hire dedicated team members to work on these products, investigating new printing and production vendors outside the U.S. and China. So that means they're looking for a localized European printer. Okay. undertaking extensive translation reviews and updates of existing content, commencing new translation work on multiple titles, collaborating with our local market teams in Europe and Latin America to get those products into the hands of fans, old and new. So then they tell you that the new books are going to be priced more accordingly. $50 US does not equal 50 euros. And that's true. It probably equals, I don't know, 35 euros at the current exchange rate. So the new books are going to be basically 40 euros. All right. That's better for those in France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. Wonder how they can, I don't know what it's priced in the UK. I wonder if they'll apply to the UK stuff too. Updates. Well, some products have been available before. All have been updated with the latest errata additions from the English source books, typo corrections, and translation revisions. Books now also feature a flag on the spine for easy language identification. Interesting. Easier to find both online and in physical retail. We're working hard to bring D&D to more stores than ever before. I wonder if that means that they're going to change to the distributor of these books. Again, I have no inside information, just reading what I'm given here and making a little conjecture a little bit, making some comments on it. Easier to learn more. We're creating new resources to help fans learn more about D&D, connect with one another in their own language, social media. Today, we launch our new localized presence on Facebook and Twitter for you to get the latest news and gather with other D&D fans. Website. Later this summer, we will launch localized pages on our official website. Video. We're working to create and promote video on demand, VOD, and streaming content that will inform and entertain fans, new and old. So, September 24th, if you're out in Europe, or I guess maybe even Latin America, South America, these are the markets they're aiming at, right? Localized D&D products, European release dates. The Essentials Kit will be available the first time outside of English, 20 euros. Same day, the 24th, Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, Monster Manual, 40 euros. The core rulebooks gift set will be available on the 19th in its slipcase. Here's the interesting part. Oh, it's going to include a DM screen. All right. And foil book covers and a slipcase for an extra 10 euros. So it comes to 130 euros. I guess that's okay. I will forgive them. So, what does that mean if you're in the U.S.? It means that Wizards of the Coast is looking closely at D&D, not just as a brand to be licensed out, but on how to bring it all under control of Wizards. I fully suspect for the gambling man, I put money down. Maybe not a month's pension, maybe not that much, but I put a little money down that the days of D&D Beyond, as the current users know it, is limited. I suspect that this is going to be the first salvo of changes coming to the 5e marketplace, really, where Wizards of the Coast realizes that to make the most of their product, they need to control their product. And they need to be the ones reaping the rewards, not third-party publishers doing shitty translations, not a third party running their online database, bring all that stuff in line. Now, maybe they buy out the creators of D&D Beyond, but really, I suspect that's where we're going to go with this. Now, somebody's going to go, no way, D&D Beyond, man, that's his own shit, and they'd never do that. This is Hasbro. Yes, they would do that. They've been... all these lawsuits that we saw get filed, there's all involving something, right? The Weiss and Hickman lawsuit. I'm going to assume that there's a Dragonlance project that's going to be coming out, whether they reboot the setting. There was something that they needed to exert some control. They're exerting control over their translated editions. I expect a lot more. But I'd like to hear what you think. So, 347-509-5168 is the voicemail. I know I have a voicemail too. I haven't gotten to yet. I'm still recovering post-con. If you don't hear it in my voice, I'm not a smoker, but I'm certainly somebody who suffers from horrible fucking allergies. So, I am I'm coughing up hair balls that aren't hair. Not fun. All right. So we're still in the midst of the world of COVID. What does that mean? Let's use your fucking common sense, all right? I'm immunized. I'm good. I'm not saying you should go out and get immunized. We all know our own health risks. That's up to you. That's your business. But use your common sense to keep yourself, your loved ones, your family, your friends healthy and safe. Be safe, be well. God bless. Knock on wood. I'll be back again tomorrow with Glenn Halstrom and a special guest. I know somebody's going, isn't this supposed to be Iron Rations? Joe's away for the weekend. Glenn's gonna, slide himself in. And like I said, we'll have a special guest. All right, folks. On that note, be safe. I will catch you all tomorrow.